Alrighty, welcome back to the jungle. Gonna be playing Rek'sai versus Xin Zhao. Yeah, we're all so good at Xin Zhao, huh? Just everyone that plays and we have a 60% win rate, eh? Anyways, at least we don't have to play against the Xin Zhao himself. With the Rek'sai, you're always playing for the ganks. He has a gank and he has an invade. Skirmishes, not so much. And then objectives, not so much. But if the enemy starts objectives, you have a very good attack onto them too. Runes we're running here are very aggressive. Hella Blade, Sudden Impact, Eyeball, Relentless, Water Walking, Absolute Focus. All of that helps us get around and deal more damage whenever we get on top of the target. So I'm thinking that we 3-camp gank the top lane. Mr. Aatrox, you're gonna have to pay. Rek'sai has some of the best ganks top lane because of the tunnel. There's this humongous wall. The tunnel helps you get over that. One of the few champions that can even get over that wall. But if you get into the enemy's blue side, you can also turn over these sort of walls too. So he has pretty good options. That's where I really like Water Walking and Relentless Hunter. Give me more movement speed through that river so that I can flank the enemy. No matter how I'm getting there. Alrighty, so as we finish Raptors, we'll hit level 3, and then we can head on top lane. I think top lane is pretty viable of a gank because Aatrox will be pushing, and I figured they'd be trading a little bit too. With Rek'sai, whenever you're clearing those camps, you build up Fury. As you burrow, you then regen some HP. I'm going to use my health potion preemptively, and then go in for a massive flank right here. Get that tunnel over the wall, and here we go. This is how you do it. I'm coming in the long way. Flash, auto, Q, E. Close. Good enough. And that's Aatrox's flash, and you always want to keep track of that. And then we want to keep hitting the same lane over and over again. So no blue buff means that Xin Zhao probably started on his blue side, but Mr. Aatrox, are you not coming back to lane? There we go. And now we just regank Mr. Aatrox once again. Even if we don't kill him, that's okay. He doesn't have dash. Q. Auto. Q. E. Auto. 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 And top lane's over. Because the top laner, they want to TP back to not miss out on any XP, but then if they move up the lane, oh boy. Especially without taking out my tunnel was a super bad move. Run. Now we're going to be behind in XP, but this is the sort of dynamic you play as Rek'sai. Get this lead and keep hammering the same lane. So even if the enemy jungler has more XP, it's okay. So we clear the Scuttle Crab. Let's go ahead and put a tunnel right here and then reset. That's going to help us get over the wall and get into top lane even faster. Are you going to take out my tunnel now? A smart move. Alrighty, for the first item here, we'll be going with Eclipse. Let's get, I guess, the full Caulfield's Warhammer. And then we can clear our blue side camps, whatever's left, and then up to the top side. That will get us to around level 4.5, and then we'll be in position to gank top lane again. Aatrox is receiving this wave for quite some time. Are you guys really fighting? That would be so good for me. Here we go. Q, because I have better items than Xin Zhao. E, moving. Whoa! That's one way to take it. Katarina doesn't really have a slow or anything. Ouchie, mama! Auto, Q, auto, auto, E, auto. Alright, this might be alright. Okay, never mind. Never mind, I thought way more of Katarina, my bad. Control word. Moving back to the bot side, L. Xin Zhao has no items. The gold card dealt so much damage. That electrocute on TF, my bad, man. I thought I was a little tanky. I'm level 3 to level 5 and 4. That was pretty stupid. And as all things, a stupid jungler only gets benefit. Now Xin Zhao's time is wasted, and as I clear my camps, I go to level 5, and he doesn't have time to invade me anymore. He may start the objectives, but if I'm fast enough to clear my camps and get level 5, then I can find him on the objectives, and we generally have a pretty good fight. Because as Rek'sai, you're not looking to start those objectives yourself, but when the enemy does, you have another option to attack. They usually spend abilities, they spend their auto attacks, and they spend their time on those objectives. So if you show up at the tail end of it, then you can probably kill them, and then maybe luckily get the objective too. So our next goal is level 5, and remember, we're playing to gank that Aatrox. He does not have flash. We have 50 seconds on red buff, so these raptors will give me level 5, and then we'll head into the river and try to gank top lane again. But now Malphite's level 6, and he has his ulti to set us up. So Aatrox doesn't have to make as egregious of mistakes for us to even have a chance. I do have a mid lane oh god, do I have a mid lane problem. Run! Ay, ay, ay. Malphite doesn't even have mana? I'm farming, man. This is not where I want to be. Malphite, for all I gave you, you have no mana. That means I cannot fight Xin Zhao on those Void Grubs because Twisted Fate would come and beat my ass. Now, Malphite says on the way. Let's see it, big man. Go ahead. Shard of the Monolith. Xin Zhao's done with the Void Grubs. Where are you going, man? Need you to clear that ward for me. Aatrox is gonna reset. He crashed the wave, Malphite. Anyways, let's put a tunnel right here, get my red buff. I need a couple camps for level 6. And since I couldn't fight it all, I'm missing out on XP. I could try to find Xin Zhao on his wolves. Ay, ay, ay. Because all my blue side camps will be down for quite some time. Let's just go ahead and reset. Get a pickaxe and get back out on the map. So we're going with Eclipse as our first item as it gives us the most damage. If we were to go Sundered Sky or Titanic Hydra, both of those are pretty slow. You don't need any HP really in the early game as Rek'sai. You need to have AD purchased on every single recall, or you just don't have enough damage. The Q, the E, every part of like Rek'sai hitting the enemy, like you need those long swords, or else he's like pretty balanced in that sense where if you don't have those and you're on top of them, you're not going to be killing them, and you won't really care to have HP because you don't stay in the fight. You go in and out anyways. That's where I've really found where I prefer Hella Blades instead of Conqueror too. Moving. E, moving. Q. Okay. Even if I go on that, it's not too impactful. There we go. We'll see what they do right here. Looks like he's going back to his red buff. Oh, my team's not here. You guys are reaching for this one. Surprised Twisted Fate doesn't come on down. Oh. Close. We are not getting this wave in anytime soon. Oh, a good flash by Xin Zhao. We would have dealt too much damage. So much for the dive, though. Pull him. Q, auto, auto, E, auto. Ulti. Nice. Swain tanked the turret for me. That was super well done. Nice, and we got the full Eclipse. So again, before the reset, let's get a funny tunnel down. These tunnels are a super long cooldown, and if you cast them before a reset, you place them in a spot where you can take them again. Having that mobility around the map, and it just speeds everything up. Now I do want to try to keep hammering top lane, but damn, we found ourselves in the bot lane. The enemy made the mistake of moving up so far, so might as well punish him. Eclipse, boots, and a control ward. And then once we get the Ninja Tabby, that will be our next item here. We'll have more movement speed, we'll have some armor, and we'll also take reduced damage from auto attacks, which will be the Sundered Sky for Aatrox, the Titanic from Xin Zhao, and then all that Ezreal has to offer too. Malphite doesn't have ulti here, and either do I. E, moving, Q. Okay. We got his flash. Following in case the Xin Zhao was to be here. Wow, we're really not finding anyone, huh? Xin Zhao was bot lane already. He has Titanic Hydra, 70 CS, I have 48, and I have the shutdown. Yep, that's this matchup. So we're waiting for those Void Grubs to spawn. We can easily take the second rotation of those since this bot play is happening without us. With the Eclipse now too, this gives us way more burst than we had prior. 70 AD, 15 ability haste. Hitting the enemy with 2 separate attacks deals more damage and gives you a shield. It's like the perfect item for Rek'sai. And with all that AD too, it increases the true damage that we deal with the E. The more AD you have, the more that deals. Just keep focusing these for now. Aatrox has the ulti, so whenever he wants to go. E, moving. Q, auto, auto. Aw. I don't want to spend my ulti just to finish off or get that kill on Aatrox. I'd rather have it for later. Aatrox really thought he had something, huh? What's the deal? Oh, I don't have my E. Oh, Xin Zhao lives. Alrighty, next goal is to keep hammering that top lane. Since my bot lane's dead, it makes that pretty obvious. Wow, Varus is 2 and 5 as well. So what we'll do is some real evil stuff right here. Instead of resetting to my blue side, I'll walk right into the top lane bushes. And this will let me tunnel onto the Aatrox as soon as he returns to lane. And then as I say that, that wave's going to be stuck there for a little bit. So perhaps I can get into Xin Zhao's jungle and then tunnel over the wall later. So I can do Gromp and then try to gank Aatrox. Just waiting for that wave to bounce back. So much damage, dude. Like, Malphite dealt a lot of damage there, but the Eclipse, like, it gives you just that right amount of HP, and then also damage. Damn. Level 8 Xin Zhao. We do not care. L. Alrighty, we're going to be maxing the E second. Ninja Tabby, and then we want things that give us more initial damage, so that it sets us up for our E, and then our ulti. The ulti deals more damage the lower the target is. So, Eclipse gives us more damage whenever we initially hit them, and then Sundered Sky, we will crit them and then also heal a little bit. So as we go into the mid game, it's going to be important that we can take some damage. Whoa. Malphite is TPing in. Here I come. Don't ult this guy. Aw. Give me the kill. Alrighty, kill the bad guy. And now instead of going back to the camps, we are easily going to be playing for the turret. I'll move into the jungle here, trying to find Xin Zhao. But I'm not really seeing anything. They're going to be able to take the turret without me. So let's move up here. Nice. Hello, Q. Smite. Wow, the Q and the Smite gives me the Eclipse. That's cool. Alrighty. I don't want to get TF ulted. And I'm just, like, instantly dead. He did hit the auto attack and the W, to be fair. If Twisted Fate was smart, he would just kill me right here. Too many noobs right there. I gotta get out of here. As we enter the mid game, we can still play for ganks, it's just in a different way. So the map becomes more open, people start grouping up more. It's harder to find a play as Rek'sai when people are grouped up. So you want to try to find where the isolated target would be. In this case, the Aatrox probably returns to top lane, and then we have a 1v2 against him. I'd much rather take that than staring at Twisted Fate in the mid lane, for example. Where mid lane's so much longer now, good luck getting a gank off there. Hello, Aatrox. Q. Ulti. Q. Kill the bad guy, push, hit the turret. Where we have 3 Void Grubs, that's pretty good. You'd prefer to get more. Moving, this guy deals 1 billion damage. He did W auto me. Who's to say if I deserve to take 500 damage or not? I can heal off his wolves as well as denying him a camp. ADC has found themselves in a 1v1 with Xin Zhao. Not. Oh! I'm probably dead here. Since I don't have ulti, it's pretty screwed. He has red buff and is a level up. So, that's not going to work out. Xin Zhao used his flash though. I tried to flash in to mitigate his attack onto Varus, but it was a bit too slow. So, since the fights are over, we're waiting for everyone to get back on the map, I'm going to clean up my camps and then reset. As Rek'sai, you skip the camps, do the play, and then come back to them. If you die, then you don't get a camp. Malphite spent his ulti. Well, this is gonna happen, so be there, be square. It's definitely not pretty. Q. We need someone to defend top lane, but we can go for dragon for sure. We'll get mid turret and we'll get the dragon. I'll show the enemy team to try to do something with their losing bot lane. So like the whole game, this Xin Zhao is a level up, but like, who cares? My team's even losing. Who cares? Let me kill one bad guy. Me get strong. The next point that we're looking for, level 11 and level 13. Have our ulti, 2 points in our ulti, and have our E maxed. How are you guys dead? Let's take some more camps for Xin Zhao. We have some time. And then reset. Instead of staying to clear our camps, we can reset, buy a lot of AD. And then we can do a couple camps to get level 11 and look to go fight. Caulfield's Warhammer, Ruby Crystal, Longsword. I'll wait for a control ward too. And then generally I'll just be pathing towards whoever is pushed up. In this case, it's probably going to be Aatrox. One thing about this too, you come back on the map, these wolves are level 7, so we clear them super quick. If you recall by AD and the camp is under-leveled, then it's so much faster for you to clear. We have our second point in our ulti, reducing the cooldown and increasing the damage and missing health damage. Sweeper moving. Aatrox, where are you? Nowhere to be found, huh? If Varus keeps split pushing top, he'll just keep dying. It's a super, like, why do ADCs do this recently? I see them so often in side lanes, and it's like, why? I'm behind, I'm farming. That's not how you do it. You have to be mid lane. Let's go ahead and tunnel onto Mr. Ezreal. He has an idea. E, moving. Q, smite. Knock up, auto, Q. Auto, auto, E. Auto. Amazing. Ulti. Q. Whoa! Don't hook me, please. I'm so young. Okay. Look at that damage. Lichbane, Electrocute. That's one thing I'm not used to is Rek'sai, taking damage. But you don't have to take like any damage. You like wait to go in. But damn. Every single time they hit me, I'm like, would you look at that? I can't play like a total dumbass no more. But then the reward is that Rek'sai has so much more burst damage with this build. Alright, let's get into their jungle and cause some problems. Denying these camps is good and all. Really waiting for them to misstep though. You're not going to find a misstep in front of their turret, man. So I'm just going to split push bot. If your team's doing stuff like this, you can put tunnels in the side of the jungle that you're playing around and then go push another lane. But if Katarina's going to go there, yeah, we can't take the wave then. Whenever you're none of the solo lanes side lane, it gets very lame in the mid game because you don't have any good plays. If I tunnel into this, I'm tunneling into like 4 people. It's super screwed. That turret's already taken. So now I'm waiting for them to commit onto Swain. Flanking. Auto, auto, E, auto, ulti. Nice. Flash. And we're gonna go for a little ride right here. Bring it around town. Bring it around town. Cute. Slowed. Malphite's coming, but he does not have ulti. Okay. Nice. Well, that's Xin Zhao's abilities. Q. Oh, nice. Just missed. E. Moving. Yeah, just crit me for 400. Yep. All in a day's work. Let's reset. We can portal back to the play, but that wasted a lot of their time. Not too bad. Sundered Sky. And then from here, Black Cleaver for sure. This curve of a build is so good for Rek'sai. Let's reset top. The fight's happening. Twister Fate is dead. They're focusing Malphite. It's a Katarina fantasy. Okay, never mind. It was almost a Katarina fantasy. In the Fog of War, waiting. E, moving. Q. Osh. Smite. Auto, Q, auto, E. Ulti. W, moving. Q. Knock up. Swain will land the E and then pull. And then even if Ezreal wants to E over again. I mean, slowly but surely here. We'll find him. Q. E, moving. Okay, man. Blood Razor. Spear of Sojin, Monomune. I knew the tunnel, it's like I'm gonna have to go into him and take some damage. I thought I would live. I was wrong. As Rek'sai, you can't be a dumbass anymore. You have to dodge their abilities. Write that down. I mean, for all my efforts here, too, I only have 2 deaths. Look at my team. They're putting up the high score. Malphite ult. Xin Zhao does not take damage. Amazing. Katarina even has Leandries, which would give you more damage to bruisers. Oh, it's not looking good. Malphite just can't even move. Oh. I can clean them up. Portal, moving. Dodge the CC. Ulti the Aatrox. Oh, E, moving. Auto, auto, E, auto, 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 Q. Q, ulti. Ah! The Varus is dead. Since when? We'd have to pull them towards the Katarina. Alright, finally the fights are over. Now, they're probably going to get the bot turret here. No, I say it's over. Nice, he uses his E. Q, smite. Auto, Q, auto, E, ulti. Nice. It's a big kill. Ezreal's a big man, huh? A 5-9 Ezreal. Right. So now we clean up our camps. After those fights, clean up the camps, and then we reset, spin the gold, and are back in position to fight for the objectives. If you don't farm on this turn, then you don't maintain your XP lead. And as good as it is to get the kills, you also need the XP from the camps. For the next item, Black Cleaver. Where I said this is a super good curve, it's because you get a lot of this early base damage and tankiness from Sundered Sky and Eclipse. And then Black Cleaver gives you that armor shred. It gives you the armor pin that you need to really deal damage to targets in the late game here. As well as giving you AD, HP, ability haste, and then also a little bit of movement speed. Stay on top of them. Now if my team dies right here, it's a waste of time. There's no reason for them to fight. Oh god. So I'll keep farming and then I'll reset, man. The fight's like going away from me. See how hard that fight is? What are you guys fighting for? Let me know. Kills are going sideways, it's fine. Meanwhile, I'm juiced. I'm level 14. Kindle Gem. Phage. Sell that control word for a longsword. Nice. Nice. Let's get that pentakill. So let's reset into the Xin Zhao's blue side with my team instantly winning. Instantly winning that mid play. Nice. Xin Zhao's build kind of sucks too. Trinity Force, Titanic. Well, Trinity Force and Death's Dance just kind of suck. Okay, Malphite's got the right idea. Push top, get that mid, or get that turret for the enemy bot lane dying mid. Oh, auto, Q. Rek'sai takes turrets very well. Your empowered damage on the Q also applies to the turrets. Let's flank Xin Zhao here. He is overreaching, man. All on his own. Yeah, you take out the Katarina, but you used your ulti. It's going to be a big price to pay. Tunnel over the wall, but it's fine. Q. Nice. Big shutdown. Moving. We don't have to chase that. We can just go Baron. Alright, remember they have a Thresh around here. Wow, I have so much gold too. We don't have a support, but we got a Malphite. Let's start this bad boy up. And then we could do the Baron, we can take the Baron, or we could turn onto the enemy. You just have to play it by ear. Keep pulling the enemy in. Until they're in the river, you don't have to walk at them. You're just going to waste your own time. Might. Nice. Let's reset. I got a ton of gold and we can fight for Dragon. Black Cleaver into the GA for sure. BF Sword, Long Sword. Just give me the damage. And then with GA, a little bit of AD armor and we can come back to life. Now I'm looking to win some fights, and if I win some fights I hit level 16. That makes me super, super juiced. But I have a lot of damage, so if I get onto their carries, especially at TF with no Zonias, they're screwed. Let's fight. Looking for a flank position here. Wow, and they are committed in. This split sucks. It's so hard for me to move in right here, because I'll be outnumbered. I have the flank with Malphite, but damn. Okay. Auto. Q. E. Nice. Not exactly who we want to get on top of. E. Yeah, the Malphite ulted the Thresh and the Twisted Fate. I need to get onto Aatrox or Xin Zhao. Let's try our best right here. Nice. Nice, we got the dragon. Run! Oh, nice. Dumbass. Run! Varus, I can't save you, big man. Let's get level 16. So those plays, we went from like level 15 with no XP to almost level 16. And now if I do 2 camps, then I'm level 16 and I'm juiced. Whereas if I was to farm all of my jungle camps up until that play, I still wouldn't have hit 16 until the play was over. So that's the sort of sequence that you need to play the fights on, is Rek'sai. Alrighty. Hello, friend. E. Q. Ulti. Nice, level 16. Let's flank Mr. Aatrox. Dude, their team is feeders. 7 and 12. Save the tunnel until I need to use it. Smite. Q. Knock up. Auto. Swing and a miss, huh? He's committed in, but he has too many people behind him. That's the problem. Oh, God. Xin Zhao's a real funny champion, man. Well played. He dealt 2,000 damage with the W, the Q, and the ulti. You're a real cool guy, Xin Zhao, with your 5 items. Yeah, we're all 60% win rate on Xin Zhao, coincidentally. Well, the game's really turned around. It's made my carry stronger, the Katarina specifically. So now, if we win the next Baron, and we can set up a good fight, then we can really set up the Katarina. So it'll be me, Swain, and Malphite going in. No. No. Okay. Going in and setting up the Katarina. And even if I die, once I have the GA, I still buy a lot of time. Everyone's reset, so I have some time to farm. Whoa, he's throwing. Cute. Nice, on to Mr. Twisted Fate. Knock up. Auto E. Nice. It's a nice old Malphite. And that's the game. That was a weird match, I'll be honest. It definitely felt odd. Okay. It definitely felt odd because I wanted to gank and camp the top lane, but then I ended up just hitting a lot of every single lane. Now, how Xin Zhao got juiced, he got me, but that's where I like Rek'sai. It's not about the enemy jungle matchup. If you check Rek'sai's stats on any website, then it looks something like that, where he doesn't necessarily win or lose against the enemy junglers. It's all about the laners. What are the lane matchups? Who can you gank? And who should you not gank? If you waste time on a gank, you like ruin your life. And then a big dynamic of Rek'sai is setting up those tunnels on one side of the map. In this case, we focus top side. Put my tunnel through the Rift Herald pit, over the top lane wall, and then I can just keep taking those over and over. Didn't really get to show that since the enemy messed up and tried to gank my bot lane. We had the easiest cleanup, and then that slows me down going to the top side over and over. By the time I ended up topside again, Malphite had no mana, so that slowed things down, but it's alright. I'll put us at Diamond 2. Final damage dealt, 26. 34,000 damage taken, and CC score 28. Rek'sai. Then the bonus damage from sudden impact, 700. I forgot to mention too, with all these runes, you get a bunch of AD from Eyeball, and you also get AD from the Absolute Focus, and you also get AD from Water Walking. So if you ever find the enemy jungler in the early game, you're probably winning. You probably have more AD. With the components of Eclipse, you can have Pickaxe, Longsword, 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 and then Boots. Like, if you lose to an enemy jungler with those, you deserve it. And Rek'sai's combo is so basic. You go in, hit him, and then you either follow him or you back off. So yeah, I've really had more success with this build. I recommend you try it out, and hope it goes good for you. Alrighty, thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a comment. Let me know which champion you want to see in the next game, and yeah, I'll see you then. Peace. Bye.